At this fifth Christmas of the war, Britain's thoughts turn more poignantly than ever to our prisoners of war. Everyone, I'm perfectly certain, would like to thank the Red Cross organization for all it has done and is doing to alleviate their hardships. At the London Centre, where this film was made, medical parcels, invalid foods and special requirements are packed, and it needs little imagination to realize what such a service means to the recipients, the sick and wounded prisoners. Chief of this particular department of the Red Cross is a lady who did the same job in the last war, Mrs. Bromley Davenport. And this is the way she thinks of her work.
We have 170 workers in this department, and we one and all look upon it as a great privilege to be able to do the work that we are doing for our sick and wounded prisoners.
I suppose special arrangements have been made for the Christmas parcels.
Yes, over 210,000 parcels have been sent to Geneva. These have all arrived with the exception of 9, and by this time they will all be safely at their destination in camps and hospitals.
Several repatriated prisoners were naturally very interested in a visit to this headquarters which had done so much for them and their comrades, and of course they could supply first-hand news of enemy prison camps. Here's Trooper Emmett. Would you give us an idea of what the average day in a prison camp is like?
Well, a day in the average prison camp depends on the weather. If the weather's fine, you can get outside into a small exercise ground. Otherwise, in the majority of places, you're crowded up if you're not working.
And how about letters? Did they arrive regularly? How did you find it, Trooper Ernest?
They were very bad indeed. You were lucky if you got one a month. But later on, towards the capitulation of the Italians, it was getting quite good.
How were things when you were taken prisoner in 1940, Private Triddle?
When I arrived at Hema in Stalag 6A, the food situation in Germany was very bad indeed.
And Private Childs, what about the recent change in the Germans' attitude?
Well, the few months when we was at this place, they started treating us pretty decent.
Do you agree, Emmett?
Well, from all our treatment in the last 3 or 4 months, he's certainly showing the fact that he's beaten and he's given up the ghost in a lot of ways.